Deactivate. Activate. Look, that worked. All reliable. Unplug it, plug it back in again. So, go to Yotei. Switch my input over. So anyone that would be watching this as part of the Ghost of Yotei playthrough would be extremely confused right now. So, turns out I got food poisoning at the end of the last stream when I beat the game.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds extremely out of context.
So I beat the final boss, and then I was gonna give my full review, and I was just so sick. I had to go to the washroom and be at the ready to puke. I didn't puke immediately, like I felt like I would for a while, and try to get some sleep, and it got worse into the night. And eventually, I did get up, and I puked like 5 or 6 times. Like I was lightheaded from all it. I was really bad. Yeah, I probably was, but point is, I was in a really, really bad state the last time I streamed this game. And I had a lot of other games going on. I was like, I'll come back to this sometime when I'm feeling a bit better. And he wanted to borrow my PS5 to play Bloodborne, since he wasn't able to finish that at Extra Life there, and wanted to play the DLC and stuff. And I was like, you know what? I've got lots of other games going on. I'll just do this epilogue thing sometime later, and you can borrow my PS5 for now. So after Extra Life, he borrowed my PS5, and he didn't touch it since then. So he didn't actually end up doing this stuff with the Bloodborne. So my PS5 here actually hasn't even been booted up since Extra Life last year. So it's been a few months. But, I lent it to him for a while, and I was like, oh, I'll get around to it at some point. And I was planning on playing Final Fantasy VII Remake here pretty soon as well. So I was like, oh yeah, we'll get my PS5 back. He's distracted with other games. If he wants to borrow my PS5 again one day, he can do it. But I'm going to be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake for the next while. So I asked if I could have it back for JanLAN. And I figured at JanLAN I'd start Final Fantasy VII Remake sometime later. I'm playing a whole bunch of other different games. And I was like, you know what? It was kind of funny how I never really finished Ghost of Tsushima properly until however many months later with a LAN event. I think it was MegaLAN. Don't be spilling things. And I was like, why don't I just do that with Ghost of Yotei? And then it's like tradition at this point that the game doesn't get properly finished. It's the last little smidge that I have left, even though the main part is done. And I just finish it at the LAN event in the venue here. So anyone that's seen my Ghost of series already knows this venue from Ghost of Tsushima. And I was like, you know what? That little epilogue after beating the game, let's just do it at JanLAN. So however many months have passed since the last time I streamed this game, I don't know if I remember how to play. But, you know what? Whatever. So we're doing the epilogue. That's one of the things I put on my to-do list for this LAN event, because I thought it was fitting with the way that Tsushima ended. So, I beat the game, beat the final boss, and then our hero here was talking to her niece and telling her stories about, there's cheesecake? Oh, I like cheesecake. But, telling her stories, and I guess these are, like, things that took place in the past, or they probably aren't fictional, they're probably real things that happened, and, these are things that are being told in the story here or something. I am pulling the thing to restore spirits, so I don't remember how to play this game, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't know how long this epilogue. Maybe I should have looked that up before I did this. Maybe. I'm almost hungry though. I mentioned cheesecake over there, and I'm a little tempted. I actually really like cheesecake.
Wouldn't expect any less.
I can actually think about food. Unlike the last time I streamed this game. I'm not a person that, pukes a whole lot. Maybe once every half a decade. Well, that was my once a half a decade was the last stream. I was feeling really... What does it want me to do? What the hell? Wait. Roll this back to how it was just before Atsu defeated Lord Saito. Oh, maybe there was no epilogue. And the stories or just continue to play the game. Oh. I might not have had an epilogue content to play through. Maybe I really should have looked this up, huh? Roll this back to how it was just before Atsu defeated Lord Saito. All content is available by exploring Ezo. Oh, I do want to do Takezo the Unrivaled at some point. Like, maybe some future land here. After I've, like, actually practiced up the game, and, I think I need, like, all of Takuzo's charms or something like that in order to do the duel on the mountaintop there. And apparently that fight is pretty legendary. Anima's told me about it. One of my Taekwondo instructors has told me about it. Apparently it's really quite crazy. So I do want to do it. But assuming I committed now and got up to it, with how difficult I've heard that is on normal difficulties, on lethal here, I have a hard time seeing that happening. Especially after I haven't touched this game for months and I was like, oh, let's just come back and do the epilogue. There's no epilogue. Complete the Sensei and Bomb Maker missions in all Yotei 6 camps in Ishikari Plain. Finish business. Haunted Land. Ninetales still haunt Teshio Ridge, and they show the people of these fox spirits are only flesh and blood. Complete the Sensei and Kunai missions in all Ninetale hideouts. So it's like, go complete everything now. So I guess this is the outfit you get for beating the game. Can I, like... Do I have a preset? It was that one, right? Didn't I have a hat, though? That I use sometimes? That? I want to be cool and stuff. Do I still have my, Oh, God. Yeah, these buttons here. I still have my RGB. Okay, cool. So, I don't know. I guess there's no epilogue. I guess I can give my full review now that I said that I was gonna do later. When I was suffering food poisoning. Is there something that I can go, like, dick around with in the meanwhile? To, you know, be doing stuff? Sure. Wait, that's... I do things at Ishikari Castle? It's not really a single hideout or anything, is it? Are there single hideouts here that... Yeah, there's these. Let's go do these. Sure, script. If there's no epilogue, whatever. I'll just be here and give my full review of this game here. However much I remember. Because I played this game months ago. And realistically, I should have given my full review, like, sometime shortly later. But I had so many other games going on that I was like, it's not too harmful to lend my PS5. And so... I haven't had my PS5 for the last several months and haven't been able to. And then, JanLAN here. And now, here we are. So... Yeah. So, let's just talk a little bit about this game. How about? So, oh my god. Overall, I still like Tsushima better. I think gameplay-wise, this game is better. Like, all the different weapons and stuff that actually have, like, such a completely different feel to them. Like, sure, the different sword stances Jin has have different feels to them, but, like, you know, just, like, different ways of wielding a sword, not, like, you're actually using a completely different... How do I dismount again? Completely different weapon type. Song of the Wolf. So I like that. The whole, like, picking up weapons and throwing it at guys, or using sake jars and throwing them. Like, that's cool. They really just took the gameplay of Ghost of Tsushima and they were like, why don't we take this and add more to it? Big thumbs up from me because Tsushima gameplay was already great. So the gameplay of this game was freaking fantastic. Like, I do honestly think that this game might just be my game of the year for last year. I did really get a kick out of it. The story, definitely better in Tsushima. Like, with, oh, yeah, these. Like, with Ghost of Tsushima, it actually did things where, you know, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. At first, I expected it to just be kind of like a typical kind of story where it's like, oh, the bad guys are doing bad things. We go defeat all the Mongols. Everything is hunky-dory. But even though that was, like, the main driving force in the story, it really felt like the main focus of the plot and the main thing that there was to explore in depth was Jin's path and, like, the justness of it and, you know, combating ideals with his uncle and all that. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So, in that sense, the Mongols were kind of the plot device to get that all to happen. But, like, the real meat and potatoes of the plot was that. Was Jin becoming the ghost, his conflict with his uncle.
I don't know how to kill him.
And it was actually fascinating. Like, it's one of those plots that's got me continuing to think about it long after beating the game. Like, I'll still think about it sometimes. Whereas the plot of this game, like, it's go take revenge on all the people that killed your family. And then along the way, you find out that, hey, there is other family that's still alive and new family. And maybe you shouldn't be completely focused on revenge and should instead be looking out for them where you can. Like, you know, like that's fine. It's serviceable. Like, it's not bad or anything. But it, and I had like some interesting moments that got me interested. Like, oh, like, what's going on with Jinbei? What's going on with, God, I forgot her name because it's been months. But the, Kitsune. And, like, you know, being able to befriend one of the people that she initially set out to kill, you know, stuff like that is kind of cool. So there were aspects of the plot that I liked like that. But not really, you know, anything that really got you thinking philosophically what's right and what's wrong, different stuff like that. Like, it was pretty evident that, you know, that Atsu here is a little bit too crazy about this whole revenge thing and should leave it behind her, and you as a member of the audience want to say, like, stop, like, let it go, go support those guys. So, uh-oh. How do I play this game? How do I parry again? That button? I actually don't remember. I don't know, man. It's fine, though, I guess. Empty sake jar. So, you know, the story of this game was a lot more typical. Like, it was serviceable. It was fine. Like, it's not bad. But it didn't really have a whole lot to explore. It's just kind of like, oh, yeah, it's kind of the way that I expected it to go. Like, I guess the only thing that I wasn't entirely expecting it to go was Jinbei's death. I was like, what? Like, I guess that there was the whole, now, her niece doesn't have her father there, and now it's a question of, like, is she gonna be there to support her when she doesn't have anyone left? Oops. I saw the button and I was extremely tempted. So, yoink. I know that takes no spirit now, so, like, pretty sweet, man. So, like, story was fine, I guess. It had some parts where it's like, oh, I wonder how this is gonna play out. But then ultimately, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, well, it's fine. It's alright. It's not like Ghost of Tsushima where the ending makes you go like, damn, you know? Like, I felt like that game did. So, you know, I would have been interesting to, you know, see something a little bit more thought-provoking there. Maybe something a little bit more natural would have been the second Mongol invasion. I don't know. But I feel like Lord Saito, I didn't really get his motivations. Like, what was his goal? He's gonna go and, like, unite the whole region and have it under his rule, but, like, what are his goals? What are his policies? What, like, I get that he, like, killed dear old mother and father and all that stuff, but, like, is he actually a super irredeemable bad guy? I mean, like, he, kind of was a pretty big dick there with that whole situation. We don't really learn what exactly happened, apart from, like, Atsu's father apparently, like, didn't bring them the supplies they needed and left them to die or something like that, if memory serves. Which, you know, having that lack of information is a little bit fascinating from the perspective of, like, we know what Atsu knows. In that sense, where she didn't know why that was happening. Nope. Just knows that her parents were taken from her and she wants revenge and all that. But it would have been interesting to hear a little bit more of that from Lord Saito, and also to know, like, to explore that a little bit more, the fact that he and his goons were taking revenge for something, and now Atsu wants to take revenge on them. Like, I get that there's, like, the whole revenge cycles and stuff like that. You've seen a bazillion stories. It's been explored in media, like, countless times. The whole, like, the cycle of revenge has to end somewhere. But I would have been a little bit more interested to know, like, hey, what started this cycle of revenge? Like, what exactly happened with Atsu's father there? Puzzle box. Like, what is the full context? But again, like, maybe the narrative point is that you know what Atsu knows. And, but don't know what point there is in that if, you don't have any agency over the story. As the player, you're essentially, you know, a passive bystander that just, you know, has to do the one set of things to have it progress. It's not one of those games where you can have you can influence it in some way. No, come on, the story. As the puzzle box opens, something falls out. It's 1,500 coin. Looks like something you'd see in a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game. I'm gonna have to free the area here. Here, let's just go in, killing some guys. Whoops, wrong button. It's been a while. Forgive me. I was pressing my dodge button from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Honestly. Wrong button. Among others. Is that parry? That's the dodge button. That is parry. Okay. That's the important button for me to remember. As long as I remember that, maybe I'm good. Parry yourself, get stabbed. So yeah, story-wise, after Ghost of Tsushima was like, damn, that was cool. The story of this in comparison was, you know, a little underwhelming. I was a little bit disappointed by the story of this game. You know, I don't think that this was a masterpiece of storytelling. It was more so, it was service. Get out of here, I don't have the bow prompt because the stupid sake jar is here. Spinning to throw them. Yeah, those are the things I wasn't really gonna worry about. Oh yeah, these stagger damage there. We got swords. I'm gonna forget that I have that. Put greater damage and interrupt enemies. Was there a specific thing that I was going down towards? I did all the things for the Kasharigama. Hold on. Powerful fault focus attack after a typhoon kick. The maybe. The maybe, I don't know what I'm doing. There's a time to fully charge Typhoon Kick by a major amount. Could be good there. Stagger damage. Wasn't this, was the other time in Bulwark stance with hold R2 will perfect counter all attacks, including red glint attacks. And then that would be a good one. I don't know. Let's just do this, I guess. Sure. Sure, I don't know. So a bit disappointed by the story. Like I was saying with the gameplay, it's just Ghost of Tsushima again, but more stuff. More things that we can do. Let's go that way, sure. Like, there's more mechanics, what with the whole, like, disarm attacks, the whole different weapons to play around with that are so dang cool. Like, I don't know what else to say here. It's literally just Ghost of Tsushima, but better. Whoops. There's guns. I thought I was on my bow, I'm gonna be honest with you. Guns are kind of cool. I got them pretty late and didn't really get too much of a chance to, like, truly play around with them. But there's guns, that's pretty cool. Can't complain about that. Gameplay of this, it's so smooth. Both Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei here are such a good example of how to handle a hardest difficulty, where it's like, yeah, it's brutally hard, but it also really rewards you for playing in that way, and you get into, like, a really good flow state. It's not just, like, enemies have a bazillion health and you get wrecked or anything like that, like some games do. Like, it changes the way that you play in a really fascinating way. Who? I was rolling, man. So, like, it's hard. You still get shredded and stuff. But, like, you get good at lethal, and it's, like, the fastest way that you can mow through enemies. The Ghost of games and the Last of Us games are probably my favorite hardest difficulties in video games. Where it it's brutally hard, like, it's absolutely nutty at points. Playing grounded in Last of Us or lethal in the Ghost of games. But, like, it's so satisfying, and it changes the way that you play in a fascinating way. Like, I can't get over just how much I love the lethal difficulty in both Ghost of Tsushima and Ghost of Yotei. It's so good. Just watching the Spawn Wave podcast, heard the argument that Ubisoft in recent years has gone too far with dollar per hour mentality and is bloating its games as a result, well, without focusing on replayability value. Yeah, that's something that I could definitely agree with. I've heard that Ubisoft is apparently undergoing, like, a major restructuring, like, nowadays or something or other. Let me tell you about one of the games that I've just been playing at this event, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. My god. Like, I feel like the Ghost of games are really good examples of what Assassin's Creed should be. What they are. Really smooth gameplay. You know, content that doesn't overstay its welcome, but hey, there's more stuff around the world for you to do so if you choose. But it's not just Ubisoft. It's not a Ubisoft specific thing. A lot of companies, I think nowadays, seem to have the mindset that the more hours you get per dollars invested, like the better consumers will see this. And there are a lot of consumers that do see that, where it's like the value I get out of this game is the raw number of hours that I put into it. But you know, how many hours do I have in this game? I'm surprised this controller has full battery, but I guess it doesn't deteriorate if it hasn't been used. Can I check? If I go home, I have 32 hours in this game, apparently. Those 32 hours are kick-ass, amazing. This game rocks. This is totally a game that I would come back to and play years down the line. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I've got like 100 hours in, and it's like, oh God, I can't with this game anymore. It's so boring. It's so blood. I'm just doing the same thing over and over again. The gameplay isn't as cool as this. You know, let's say I had 33.3 hours exactly in Ghost of Yotei, or, you know, exactly 100 hours in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. If I had to choose between playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla for 100 hours or playing Ghost of Yotei all the way through 3 times in a row to add up to 100 hours, I choose Ghost of Yotei 3 times. Like, honestly. Even if the, whatever, do this. Let's try to remember how to do melee. So even if I'd experienced new stuff with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I would still want to be doing this. Because the gameplay of this is actually really fun. To the point that, like, Assassin's Creed Valhalla is like, let's not do a single side thing, because I have, like, no reason to. The game's so boring and dragging enough on enough as is. Just get through the story. Meanwhile, this, I was doing most of my playthrough while I had so many other games going on. And so I was like, ugh, I have a lot of other stuff going on. I should really just commit to the story. But I kept on not. Because it's so easy to just be like, ooh, there's a camp right here. Ooh, I should go do that. Ooh, that's fun. Ooh, I could get, like, this one new node on my skill tree. That sounds really cool. Maybe I should go to this place and go do that. Like, it's so easy to get distracted like that. You know you have a good game when you've done that. So, like, if you ever played Civilization before, Civilization has that one catchphrase of, like, just one more turn. You say you're just going to do one more turn, and then you're going to close it for the day. And then one more turn becomes one more turn after that, then one more turn after that. And, you know, I can attest that to Civ. I have, like, 100 hours in Civ 6. So I can agree with that. That can get kind of addictive. It's like that, but with this game. Whereas I play Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I'm like, God, when is it going to end? I'm still kind of feeling that. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I've been playing for over a year now. I started January 1st of last year, and it's still ongoing here. You just showing me to here? The place that I was already going? Okay. Oh, no. Oh, there's a bamboo strike thingamabob. Sweet. And it's satisfying to go around and do these different objectives that actually give me, like, specific quantifiable things. Like, this is going to give me more resolve. I think I've maxed out my resolve, but generally speaking, bamboo strikes will give me more resolve that I can use to, like, pop more abilities, heal myself more. Whereas Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I do literally anything. It gives me generic EXP that I can put towards just general buffs and skills eventually. I much prefer having the approach of, like, different things around the world do different things. Bamboo strikes give me resolve. Hot springs give me health. The haikus in Ghost of Tsushima / the, what was the equivalent of it in this game? The shamisen songs give me, like, different apparel, different gear, stuff like that. You know, or the fox dens will give you new charms that give you different effects, or maybe upgrade existing charms. It's really satisfying to be like, ooh, a fox den, I can get a new charm, or I can upgrade an existing charm. Ooh, a bamboo strike and get more resolve and get, like, that dopamine hit. As opposed to, here's a bazillion things around the world. They all give the exact same reward. That is just whatever you decide. Where it's like, I guess one could argue there's a bit more freedom that way. But it's just, I don't know, I don't find that as satisfying. I quite like this. So in addition to the camps, it's so easy to just be like, there might be a bamboo strike over there. Oh, I'm going to sign off now. I'm done playing the game. Oh, look, a bird! Yeah, let's go do that. It's so easy to do that. And, like, after I'd beaten the game, my Taekwondo instructor there had said that he was almost done 100% in the game. And I was like, oh, what do you think of the final boss? And he was like, I haven't beat it yet. We're doing everything else before I beat the final boss. And I was like, dang. Yeah, that does say a lot about how fun this game is. Apparently, he got really into Ghost of Tsushima during COVID, and he was really looking forward to this game for a long time. When Ghost of Yotei Legends comes out, I'm going to ask if he wants to play with me. I'll have to get, like, 1 month of PlayStation Online, but whatever. Whoops, I hit L1, not triangle for that last one. Hold on. Do. Don't know why I hit L1 the first time. Like, it's fun, man. Hold on. Do. Got it. Like, it's just fun, man. Bamboo strikes needed to harden spirit. Yeah? Talking about me? That's me. Oh, yeah?
Your sword will tell if you can spare someone and unsheath your sword. I can read what your future holds.
I can read what my future holds too. Oh, I was hoping I have free gameplay.
By way of the sword. A blade can say much, but only few can see. What do you say?
What happens?
To see the sword. One look is all I need.
I have a feeling she's gonna steal my sword. Like, yeah, I'm on the katana.
A beautiful blade. Let me see.
My horse is going somewhere.
There is anger, blood, and despair.
Guess I use it for a thumbnail, I guess.
It calls for it, but it also hungers for peace. Be wary, for a man will seek to take your blade from you. Where fire burns under ashen trees.
Yeah, I know.
North of where the sentinel forest.
Oh, maybe I don't know.
I wish you luck, child of the wolf blade.
So maybe it actually gives you a hint about something on the map. Okay. Interesting. Alright, well. Look, I go that way. So yeah, really quite addicting. So easy to be like, just one more thing. It's so satisfying to do things around the map that have these different effects, as opposed to just generic more of the same everywhere you go, and they all fill up your same EXP bar. It's just, it's fun. I really like it. In terms of music, I thought the music of this game was good, but I thought Ghost of Tsushima was better. Do this, I might center my camera a little bit better. I did think that Ghost of Tsushima music was better. I really like the main themes of that game. I really like... I almost choked on a mustache here. I felt it when I was getting a little bit closer back, but... Mustache hair or beard hair or something like that. Whoop, you see nothing. You know, Ghost of Yarikawa, a lot of the main themes are like really memorable and iconic. So I didn't think the music of this game was quite as good, but I thought the music of this game was good too. Like some of the main themes that use like leitmotifs throughout it that are used in like different contexts. Like the whole main theme with the do 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 kind of stuff there, and how that's used in different ways. I thought that was cool. I like that. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the main themes of Ghost of Tsushima a little bit more and some of the battle themes there. I didn't have quite as much music that stood out to me here, but it was good. I enjoyed it. L1 is parry. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. Screw it. Check it out. Let's see if I remember how to play lethal. See how much muscle memory is there. Well, I hit the wrong button there. I hit the square button to attack. I hit the wrong button to dodge because I was just hitting AC Valhalla. Oh, you're dead already. Hold on. Okay, there's probably not that many guys here. Like, this game's just fun, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is one of those games that, you know, if I didn't have a bunch of other games that I wanted to play, this is the game that I could see myself 100%ing. I honestly think either this game or Donkey Kong Bonanza would be my game of the year for last year. I might lean a little bit more towards this game, because it's the one that I would get like more personal enjoyment out of. So even though I do think overall the last game of this was better, it was still so much fun, dude. Like, it's so good.
I met a little boy who changed everything.
And then in terms of graphics, beautiful, like fantastic looking game.
Otherwise,
Really liked a lot of the cutscenes.
I haven't forgotten.
It's not like I enjoyed some of the cutscenes of Ghost of Tsushima better. Throw additional kunai with the charm of hidden blade, but that could also just be because of like the story that it was telling, as well. To be fair, I can't name like specific scene comparisons, but I feel like Ghost of Yotei didn't have as many of the like wow factor, holy shit kind of scenes. But you know, it's been a hot second since I played Ghost of Tsushima. It's been months since I played Ghost of Yotei, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But loosely based on my memory here, that's what it's telling me. So there's my full review that I meant to give like months ago if it wasn't for the fact that I was suffering from food poisoning. Guess there's no epilogue to play or anything like that. So like,